Parvati writes in, do you have any recommendations for healthy Indian cuisine? Well, all cuisines can be healthy. It depends on the ingredients and the style of preparation. So take a look at your favorite Indian recipes and see where you can make some simple changes that won't really impact the flavor or the taste or your enjoyment of the dish. Some examples, look at the yogurt. A yogurt is a mainstay in a lot of Indian dishes and masalas and curries and some of the soups. And if you switch from a whole fat yogurt to a fat-free yogurt, and even better, make it a Greek yogurt, you can increase the protein, the calcium, and the consistency is a little bit thicker because they drain off more of the liquid, which is how they concentrate the calcium in the protein. It's better for some of these sauces and dips, and it's fat-free. So look at the fat content of your cheeses. Look at the kind of oil or butter that you're using. Typically in Indian cuisine, ghee is very common. It's a clarified form of butter, which is fine as long as you use just a small amount of it. And make sure you don't use the imitation or the alternatives, which start with vegetable oil. They hydrogenate them, and in the process of hydrogenation, they create trans fat. So those are not healthy alternatives. Also, you want to take a look at your protein source. So besides the yogurt and the cheese, look at your meat, fish, pork. Make sure you're using the leanest cut. So a pork tenderloin is a great lean cut. Chicken breast without the skin, almost any kind of seafood, those are all great options. And anywhere you can, add vegetables. Vegetables are the foundation of a healthy diet. So the more vegetables you can add into the dish, the better you're gonna create a healthier dish. And as long as you have enough protein, you'll be satisfied. Look to add whole grain. So anywhere you're using a refined grain, like a white rice, switch to a brown rice. That's a great way to change a grain, or from a refined grain to use whole wheat flour instead of white flour, or whole wheat bread, or whole wheat crackers, or any of those kinds of things are always a great way to increase the amount of grains in your diet. And the dietary guideline says half your grains should be whole grains. So look at the fat, and you use cooking spray where you can get away with a little bit less oil or ghee, and keep your portion sizes in check. You might need to ramp up the spices to give it a little bit more. If you're adding more vegetables and you're lowering the fat, you might want to compensate by a little bit more flavor. But in general, you can take the basics of the Indian cuisine and easily make it healthier, and it won't affect your enjoyment. It'll be just as delicious.